Hey, it's Jody from Barcoding Inc., a supply chain automation innovation company dedicated to helping other organizations be more efficient, accurate, and connected. And one of the ways that we do that is with a focus on RAIN RFID and IoT. So it's my great privilege today to sit down and briefly chat with JW Franz, our Director of IoT and RFID. Welcome to the team, JW.
Thank you very much, Jody. I've been very excited to be here thus far. It's been great.
We are thrilled that you're here with us, and I have a couple quick questions for you that I think all of our customers are wanting to hear. So, Tell me, as Barcoding's Director of RFID and IoT, what are those priorities as you look ahead into 2022 and 2023?
Coming in the Barcoding as an organization this year, it was a great opportunity for me personally, professionally, and to get into an organization like Barcoding that was really already well positioned in the supply chain space, and looking at all the challenges that the industry has been having over the last few years, largely driven through COVID. And then looking at the continued adoption of RAIN RFID, as well as the continued adoption of standards from organizations like GS1. It just seemed like it was the perfect opportunity for me to get into an organization and help drive those IoT RAIN-based solutions, leveraging things like the GS1 standards to provide item level visibility in the supply chain.
Yeah, and we are a GS1 silver partner, correct?
That we are, something that got me very excited to see as a part of our broader capabilities.
Awesome. And so one of the areas I want to dig into, RAIN RFID is very effective in certain workflows. One of those workflows is shipment verification. So could you explain to us a little bit about how that works and why it's so effective?
Yeah, so RAIN RFID has proved to have many values across multiple industries, and certainly within the supply chain logistics space. One specific use case or area that it has shown a tremendous value is at the dock door, as you indicated, getting into specific applications around shipment verification, which is really enabling you to ensure that the right products are getting onto the right truck to the right customer. And as a part of that, doing it in various ways that's ultimately going to provide levels of automation, labor savings, reductions in costs and errors, and associated things like chargebacks and penalties that you face. So yeah, the technology has grown and evolved, and over the last few years, this has become a very focused, proven use case for the technology, and it's one that we're going to continue to focus our efforts on here at Barcoding with our solution sets.
So if this sounds good to me, how exactly does it work if I wanted to start capturing those values?
So, keeping at a high level without going too deep into the weeds, fundamentally it involves putting a RAIN-based RFID label sensor on a given item. Now, whether that item is at a box level, a pallet level, or whatever it is, but getting that RAIN sensor, that RAIN label on that product. And then from that, and now that once you've uniquely identified each of those items through that RAIN technology, then it involves getting some type of RAIN-based RFID infrastructure at those dock doors. Most typically, those are known as dock door portals. They come in different shapes and flavors, and based on the use cases, we can they have flexibility in how they work, how they look. But essentially, they are positioned, fixated to automatically sense, detect those tagged items going through the dock door. So that way, no one now has to do what they've done traditionally by pen and paper or barcode scanning each item to ensure that they have now been loaded on the truck, and doing it in a very efficient way.
Yeah, I can see how that would be super helpful. So I'm assuming once you start tagging, and depending on your level of need, depends on what you tag, but once you start tagging, I'm assuming there's benefits to using RAIN RFID throughout the rest of the organization, or throughout the rest of the processes. Is that correct?
Absolutely. And, and it's not just about that one organization. It's also about the trading partners that those organizations work with as well. So yeah, the tagging aspect is certainly one thing, but the industry has recognized for quite some time that to make the technology most effective and get the most ROI and get the most data from your investment, is to tag as close to source as possible. So in doing that, certainly that kind of ties back into what you're saying, where if you tag at source, figuratively speaking, being able to then leverage that technology through your processes, from inbound dock doors to outbound dock doors, and everything in between. And really, that's now providing you a very streamlined operation, giving you a lot more automation, giving you a lot more visibility to where things are within a given process. And at the same time, being able to then tie that into, the products that you're shipping to your customers, giving them visibility to that data as well. So yeah, the dock door has been one area that's been tried and proven, but we certainly see the value that it makes or it provides inside the four walls, and then how you can share that data to your partners as well.
Everybody becoming more efficient, accurate, connected, right, JW?
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's largely being driven by the adoption of standards, and standards from RAIN RFID through GS1 and such has really been a key enabler to doing a lot of this.
So, because these standards now exist, because the technology is proven, now's the time, right? This is the perfect time to get involved if folks have these types of workflows, right?
Absolutely. Again, as we've all been saying, while COVID proved to be some very challenging times, from a supply chain perspective, it showed areas of weakness and certainly areas of improvement. And then as that also then ties into, how consumers are purchasing items today, and how brands and organizations need to fulfill those orders and be able to get those customers that information. Get customers those products that they ordered. And you need to have a technology to help provide that item level visibility. And certainly RAIN is fundamental to doing that.
That's awesome. Well, I have just one last question for you, and it's really more personal. What makes you super excited to get out of bed? I know that this has been your bread and butter for your career, but anything coming to mind?
Well, I can't say I really get out of bed to start thinking about it, because I find myself talking about it in my sleep at times. But no, what gets me excited is to see really the position that barcoding is in today. The industry has certainly recognized the need for the technology, and it's been proven thus far to be very effective. And it's going to continue to evolve as it has. And you're really looking to get into those opportunities where we can provide the greatest value to our customers and provide them the information they need through the technologies that we have to offer. That's
awesome. Well, JW, welcome again to the Barcoding family. We are super thrilled to have you and very fortunate to have you and your expertise. JW has a fantastic team behind him, proven experts, people who are ready and willing to do the work with you and collaborate and figure out how these sensors, these tags can help you achieve efficiency, accuracy, and connectivity. So please reach out to Barcoding. We are ready and willing. Even though our name says Barcoding, we are truly RFID, RAIN RFID, and IoT experts. So thank you, JW, for spending some time with me today.
Thank you very much. Very much enjoyed it.